There's a few of us old gray heads who probably remember the old Latin liturgy before the council. But there was some beautiful music that came out of that era, that time when all the church music was sung in Latin. And there's one particular piece that I always loved very much, and it was sung at Christmas. It was a motet, I think, by Palestrina. It was called O Admirabile Commercium. And then they put it into English, and it just didn't work. Oh, wonderful commerce. I think the shopkeepers love that translation. But it's such a poor translation of what the Latin was saying to us. It was all about what we're celebrating today. Perhaps a better translation would be, O wonderful exchange. The creator of human beings assumes a human body, chooses to be born of a human being, becoming one of us and lavishing on us his divinity, his godness. That's the very short, beautiful motet. But why did he do that? Why did God do that? That we might always be what God always intended us to be. And how did he achieve that goal? By overcoming all the obstacles that we place in that process of becoming what God wants us to be. All the things that we throw up, our deliberate sins, our human failings, our stupidities, our ignorance and arrogance, all those things prevent us from fulfilling the original plan of God for all of us. And what was that plan? Well, I'm happy to tell you, it was to exist, to keep on living forever. By sharing in the very life of God. Read the first chapter of St. Peter's epistle. It tells you what Christmas is all about. Wow! To live forever with all our failures forgotten because they were forgiven. That's what we're celebrating at Christmas time. The beginning of that process as far as we know it. It always was in the mind of God, but it became known to us through the birth of Jesus of Nazareth. We remember today, and we rejoice because of what we remember. What we know is already going on among us since the coming of Jesus. That God is not only our Creator, but our Father, and He acts like a father with His children, forgiving all, taking away all our failures, and He does so by becoming our brother, one of us. That's a wow experience. I don't know how you put that into a Latin motet, but that's what it's all about, and that's what we're celebrating today. So, O admirabile commercium, O wonderful exchange. Now, I think a better translation is, what a deal. Imagine, God becomes one of us so that we can become God. St. Irenaeus said that. I didn't say that. Today we celebrate the gift of God to us. Tomorrow, a lot of people will be taking gifts back to the mall to exchange them. Don't make that mistake. Never exchange what is given to you at Christmas.